Hello everyone, welcome to Earthy Instincts. Right now I'm at Dormitory. In one of the previous videos I had taken you to a tour of Dormitory, the lungs of Patna. This is one of the forest gardens and it is the forum of all students' environmental activities. Now today I'm going to take you from Patna to Darjeeling. In Darjeeling there's another forest garden which is called TIEEDI, and I'm going to take you to another tour of TIEEDI, but that too in Darjeeling. So what are we waiting for? Let's go from Patna to Darjeeling.
It was amazing to enjoy the contrast of the two places. From the serene beauty of Ganga to the vast expanse of tea gardens and railway track bordered roads. From sheen greens of Dormitory to the misty forest greens of TIEEDI. TIEEDI is an acronym of Take It Easy, Easy Does It. It is a forest garden and an environment conservation organization based at Darjeeling. They practice permaculture that teaches the art of working with Mother Nature. This organization is basically run by Mr. Utso Pradhan along with some of his friends. Earlier, this used to be an abandoned factory site for hollow blocks set up by his father during the 1980s. The site was not an ideal choice for a farm or nature project. It was so bad that the plastic bags were wrapped around the roots of the trees growing 3 feet under the ground. The next step for them was to revive the stream that passed right through the farm. So they had to put a lot of hard work into it to make it look what it is now. Now I'll take you to a tour of this place in details while taking Shirin Yoku. That means a forest bath. And we are welcomed by these yellow flowers, and Vamsi is going to take us around. Wow. What are they called?
This is angel's trumpet.
Angel's trumpet.
Yeah, this is from South America usually. These plants grow.
So they are native plants. I have seen them on the roadside also, these ones,
They are
hai na?
not native to India. They have come from South America.
Oh, people have
Yeah.
planted them here. These are gorgeous.
This is passion fruit. I think it's flowering.
This is passion fruit.
Beautiful flowers.
Oh, wow. Very beautiful. Oh, it's drizzling. Just be careful. The weather is really cool, quite cool. And just look at the fog. The weather is awesome in such summers. Really, you seek to have such kind of a weather. And can you hear this tweeting of the bird? It's so cute. And just look at these washed leaves, green leaves. They are so lush green. And the air is so fresh, so cool. And just you can feel that freshness of soil, freshness of earth, and the aroma. It keeps on changing as I am proceeding further. This is also green. Wow. Yes. The forest is really dense. But don't worry, you won't find any wild animals here except some leeches or snakes. Don't be scared. As if I'm not.
They started digging it up, and what they realized is there's like a pile of plastic which was clogging the roots.
Okay.
And from not allowing them to like seep into the soil, and that's why the tree was like falling apart.
Acha.
And then Jimmy was like really moved by that, and he decided he would clear up all the plastic from top to bottom, the whole patch. So he took like 2-3 weeks to clear up the entire patch, and then they have named this like the Jimmy's patch.
Jimmy's patch, okay.
They started growing like a lot of trees.
Okay.
And then last year when there was monsoon, the whole patch again like washed into the river because there was even more plastic below.
Oh my god. And now just see, it's all covered with leaves, dry leaves and green leaves. This is actually an immersive forest healing experience. You won't feel tired, you won't feel exhausted at the end of the journey, just refreshed, I'm sure of that. This is the best way to rediscover and connect with nature, and it is actually a heaven. And this all you can see around is possible because of permaculture. So there is a creek flowing down, some stream here.
Yeah.
It seems as if we are near a creek here, and I think after a few minutes we are going to reach there, but before reaching the creek we will just see some earth dwellings that they have developed here for you to stay. And here we come, the rustic kind of a room. It is actually plastered with mud and very beautifully crafted.
So this is a typical example of a permaculture design.
Okay.
So if you see the this design on top is inspired by a turtle back.
Okay.
So usually the conventional way of building is you just have like streamlines and rectangles and squares, but here you kind of try to observe what's happening in the nature, like mimicking the shapes or the designs of nature and integrating them into your construction.
Okay.
So the material used was bamboo from the village on top.
Okay.
And they also try to use traditional ways of treating it with lime and turmeric. There's a lot of thermocol which went into it to insulate, which was taken from the restaurants nearby, which was like a discard thermocol and all that.
Restaurants are discarding thermocol a lot in the sense of food packaging.
Yeah, food packaging, whatever thermocol comes, they've like taken it from there and they've like used it to insulate
As insulation.
Yeah. And also they use something called eco bricks.
Yeah, it is made up of plastic bottles and you stuff it with the wrappers.
Yeah.
So who made those eco bricks?
They collect whatever plastic they collect. They like chop it into pieces. They put it into the plastic box.
So now we are heading towards another type of a room. This is cute. This is really nice. This is another earthy stay for single travelers. It is a dormitory, and you come to meet different types of people here. You make new friends. So this is quite interesting.
Except this centerpiece. This is made of stone.
Yeah.
So this is a Himalayan rocket stove.
This is a Himalayan
rocket stove. This is a technology where so you put over here, you burn it up here, and that fire is like pulled into this.
Okay.
And it burns up all the smoke, so the smoke emission is less.
Okay, it doesn't pollute the room. Rather, the smoke goes out, and at the same time, it keeps the room warm.
Yeah. So this all absorbs the heat and it reflects.
Okay. So this is basically a heating system here. Okay, fine.
And this is what you burn. This is like made up of cow dung and
This is sawdust, I guess.
it's sawdust. Okay,
Yeah.
fine.
It's like compressed.
Okay.
So that's quite interesting. And you have added some vibrancy also in the room. It's really lovely. It is a homestay away from home. Now we are following the sound of the creek. Now here we are, the best place in TIEEDI. The water is really cold, so we couldn't even think of a dip. It's really clean, pure water. Very clear. I didn't feel like leaving the place. I was so awestruck that felt like sitting there and feel the flow of the moment. Then my attention was immediately attracted by a peculiar looking plant. It looked like a water hose. Now this seems to be a natural conference hall.
So this is called Zomsa.
Okay.
Zomsa means meeting place in Ladakh.
Okay.
So this is where workshops.
Are held.
Yeah.
So workshops for students.
So natural building, natural living courses. They host like a PDC, permaculture design course.
Okay.
And what you have done? I mean, these are.
We just draped it with pine.
And they call the students to the workshop by ringing this bell. Now as we climb down, I can see some men. They are weaving bamboos, and I think they are creating some blind kind of thing.
Okay, and these boxes?
This is bee.
Beekeeping box.
हाँ beekeeping. ऊपर एक bee है, beehive है.
Acha.
And as we further climb down, we can see here organic farming. And this is compost toilet. So nothing is waste here. In the lap of nature, something very sacred nestled. And that was a small temple.
Oh wow. This is a small temple, Dee. What's this? Acha, these are like hens. They are. This is their food.
Yeah.
Yeah. So all the greens go here.
Yeah. All the biodegradable waste.
Okay.
So if you see here, there's like two designs are integrated. One is a design of a compost unit,
Yeah.
and the other is of a chicken coop.
Okay.
So this single unit fulfills functionalities of both.
Both the
So the
things.
the chickens are just staying here, sleeping here, and they eat whatever is there in that.
Okay.
And then it's also helping in composting.
In the course of this trip, I also learned something new. According to an ecologist, Suzanne Simard, trees communicate with each other and share resources, which dismisses the idea that nature competes for survival. She also says that the trees in the forest are often linked to each other via an older tree which is called mother or hub tree. After 2 hours, we are feeling hungry, and now we are going to the dining area. The angels trumpet again. We enjoyed the local cuisine, including the millet bear, which is also called tonga. We ended our meal with having kombucha, which was made up of organic sugarcane juice, young coconut water, and ginger juice. In TIEEDI, you are free to forage, collect your own food, and you can even volunteer in cooking. They even have a composting bin outside the kitchen. All the kitchen waste goes into the bin to make compost. It also boasts of a zero waste store. All sustainable and plastic-free products are available here. Besides providing a homely stay and promoting the native flora and fauna, TIEEDI is involved in various zero waste projects as well. They organize various types of workshops related to permaculture, art, and eco-spirituality. They've helped schools and villages go zero waste. They organize various cleanup drives too. These all what go into making those eyes sparkle and smile shine with contentment and pride, and remind us that you can reach the sky while being rooted to earth.
Thanks for watching this video, and don't forget to subscribe and press the bell icon. And to watch my previous videos, click that profile pic and then click on the videos in the tab above. That's it for today. Take care and live consciously.